So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made. So let's take a look.
Okay, the culmination of his mental illness. What do we have? What do we have,
This is where I
Coda?
have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game.
Is your friend alright? Like, is he alive? Did he...
This room actually has a maze in it.
Oh, my eyes.
Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise. So the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played. It actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the level, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
I don't know where this person got one crying female.
And to be fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze? The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't.
There, that's
I
it.
still don't really understand why this is here.
Got it.
I'll put
It's
the
correct.
code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move
Shit.
on.
Oh, almost. I was very close, of course. And 7. Oh. I am a big dumbass. Did it. Now what changed? Ah. Alright, let's keep ascending. Ever and ever higher. And then we jump to death. Nope, we're alive.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges, and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, you know, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem. I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem. But I can open this door for you, so let me do that.
Thanks.
Was I a failure for not understanding this game? I mean, I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why. I remember, it's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time. And as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew, it wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean. And he wouldn't.
Pink. Very lovely color. Good commentary as well.
I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me.
All I hear is you.
But he stopped and left. And it felt somehow like I had failed.
Yeah, a bit of a failure of a friend. I sincerely, this doesn't end
Where
with
did I screw up?
Coda dying. I don't know the actual story about this. Dear Davey, thank you for your interest in my games. I need to ask you not to speak to me anymore.
I am the reason that you stopped making games, aren't I?
Ouch.
It's because of what I did.
Ouch.
I poisoned it for you. I don't think I ever told you this,
One there are times
but
where
when I
you
took
think
your
I'm
work
making
and I was
this game for you.
showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
You're so infected by personal space that it's
And
possible I did begin
the
to plan
people who
solutions
played
in my
them,
work somewhere hidden
They
between
treated
games.
me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what
Doesn't
I had to
answer
say.
meaning. Would it make you
Even
any
though I
happier?
was showing your work,
You
it was...
stop and take my games and showing the
I
people who
felt
have no issues.
good about myself.
Give them something that's not
Finally,
yours to give.
For a
Violating
moment,
the one
while
boundary
I
keeps me
had
safe.
that, I liked myself.
You stop changing my games, stop adding lampposts to them. Wait, this man added lampposts for no reason? Would you simply
And
let
then
them
you
be what
stopped.
they are?
And I didn't have anything left to show people.
When I'm around you, I feel physically ill.
I
Ouch!
just had to
Jesus
be
Christ!
with myself.
Yes, please, something
And as
that I
soon
cannot
as
give
that
to you. I
happened,
literally do not have it.
there was no feeling at all.
Struggling to come up with
Nothing.
new ideas is not making
Less
me
than
depressed.
nothing.
Low points are just part of the process.
What does that mean?
Ah, it's not depressed. Great. Any depressed person can tell you they're not depressed. The fact that you think I'm frustrated or broken says more about you than about me. It really might, honestly. I realize that this doesn't make sense to you just yet. Which is fine, not my problem to solve. But I do hope that one day it clicks and that you make peace with this thing you're wrestling.
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
And when you finally see what I'm talking about, don't say anything. What?
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work. Is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry I screwed up.
not respecting your
If I apologize to you truly and deeply,
So let
will
me
you start making games
make
again?
a game
Please. I need to feel
out
okay
of
with
all
myself
your
again.
games
And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in.
and
I mean,
destroy more of your
well, is
physical
something wrong with
boundaries.
me?
I need to feel okay with
'Cause
myself.
I know that I
You're
did
a
an
bad
awful
person,
thing,
man.
and I'm doing it again right now. Like I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again. Like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I
Yes.
apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. And I want to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
How does bad video games help you with that, man? You should also get some help. So if the person making this doesn't have mental health issues, but they're so easily interpreted into them, I'm confused. Okay. This looks decent.
More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease.
Just
Solution.
huh? Huh. Intriguing. This who needs help at this point? Everyone
Yes,
needs
if
help.
someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed. Maybe he just likes making prisons.
So he did tell people he was depressed. It was like, nah, I'm not actually depressed. In a very adult fashion, so I completely seclude myself from society.
Even
I
now,
mean, clearly
the
he has
disease is
issues.
telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
Clearly you have some issues. Y'all need to get help. It's all that's it. That's the thing. Get help. So this is something you made, I imagine. I say you as if this person is actively listening to me.
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be? It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like.
It's pretty good at times. Just find something else you enjoy. Do something that you enjoy, that you don't need to be praised for.
What now?
Right? If you enjoy play video games, you don't do that for external validation. You do it because you enjoy it. So, do that. Maybe talk to a therapist.
I think I need to go. And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for, and so I'm just gonna... Okay.
Ah, we're back at the beginning. Is it? Yeah, not quite. Astonishing how simple you can make things and still get a sense of certain emotions, like awe and weird. Like, how long you think that took to make? Not long. Okay, time to kill myself. Ah, we don't have full damage. But you made this. This is you now. Huh. Not yet. Huh. There we go. I don't know anymore what the hell this game It's weird. But also strangely strange. I'm at a loss for words. That is just two mentally ill people doing things. Is that this game? Is that what this is about? Kind of feels like it what it's about. Ah yes, kill myself again. I remember that. That's definitely what needs to happen here. Or I can just go up and away again. Yeah, we're going up and away. And then there's nothing. Okay. Jeez, cause how long did this take you to make? Why? Just why? Every single thing that was ever made in this game is just... Why? Why? Just why?
Turn back from this cave.
4R. Okay, I thought his name was Coda. This project would not have been possible without falling individuals.
Let me keep going.
Good for them. Maybe they don't have a severe mental illness.
But the cave goes
Turn back.
miles and miles and miles. And you're so tired.
What is this game? I'm confused. But I think that's kind of the point.
So turn back. Turn back.
Oh, okay. That was the beginner's guide, and that was that. I guess. Not a lot to say about this game. Other than what the fuck. Luke Chaz signing off.